The test continues after Shiki dethrones the Blood Titan and Homari passes out from using too much blood. Shiki's vision is blurry, and he collapses. His body won't respond anymore. Nato says that's normal since Shiki used a high concentration of blood, so he tells him to rest. But Shiki gets up, saying it's no big deal, though he's not exactly convincing, and faceplants again. Nato explains he needs to learn to manage his blood and is shocked by how much power Shiki has. The kid says to help Homari first since she's the one who overused her blood. Then does he want help? Nato gets it and thinks about how Shiki cares so much for others even though he almost bit the dust. Just then, Jin sneaks up behind Nato to finish him off, but his chainsaw attack gets blocked by the umbrella. Jin backs off, saying it's a waste of time worrying about useless people. Nato asks, what if your allies are in danger without first aid? Jin says he doesn't care. Annoyed, Naito, who usually holds back, tells Jin straight up that he can't stand people like him. Jin couldn't care less what anyone thinks of him or being anyone's favorite. He's only focused on his goal and hopes Nato isn't lying about ending this quickly so he can graduate and join his preferred unit. Nato confirms it and won't even use blood in the fight. Jin's pissed he's being underestimated. But for Nato, blocking Jin's attacks with his umbrella is easy. A weak blade won't cut anything, let alone his super umbrella that releases smoke. It's not poison, Nato says, so Jin can chill. Jin needs to think smarter and strike when Nato closes in. But he didn't expect ranged attacks. 3 rubber bullets hit his injured arm, still hurt from the Homari fight. He ducks behind a tree but keeps getting sniped. Nato's somehow using the umbrella as a gun. Since Jin's a close-range fighter, those rubber bullets hurt on his wounded arm. Jin does have a long-range move, though he unleashes his blood. He clips and hurls bloody saw blades at Naito, who dodges effortlessly. Now aware of Jin's strategy, Naito keeps evading. Jumps high. Jin thinks he's got him, but Naito flicks the umbrella's tip, releasing another smoke screen. Jin wonders where he'll strike from, but before he realizes it, Naito punches his back so hard Jin goes flying and crashes like trash. Naito says he should have assessed his opponent better. Plus, Jin overprotected his weak arm and left himself open. He needs to learn to gauge his enemy's strength, so he loses. Restrained for excessive blood use, he can't fight back. In a real battle, Naito would have killed him, but Jin won't quit. Naito calls him relentless. All this just to find his dad. Then comes the reveal. How does Naito know Jin's searching for his father? Naito explains that, like all students, he looked into Jin's past and knows his dad's a Momotaro. Shiki's shocked, they have something in common. Jin snaps that it doesn't matter, his dad's trash who took everything from him, his family, his dreams. Because of him, Jin's covered in scars and will never forgive that bastard. He suffered so much as a kid he had to eat garbage to survive. Gin'll do anything to destroy his dad, even death doesn't scare him. Naito, pissed, says a brat like Jin understands nothing and slams him down one-handed this time. Don't get it twisted, you shouldn't die for your goal. You should live for it. If you don't, you'll have no future. Jin finally gives up, too drained to resist. Outside the testing area, the other students wait in the rain, practically turning into statues. Meanwhile, Naito calls the academy, asking the infirmary to come. Homari needs to withdraw. Gin's tied to a tree. Now, all that's left is dealing with Shiki. The kid gets up and says he can move a little now, but Naito tells him there's still 5 minutes left. And oh yeah, he grabbed one of the balls needed to pass the exam. Shiki thinks it's so unfair for the teacher to hog a ball. Naito shrugs. Shiki can either find the other ball in the remaining time or try to steal his choice. Shiki bolts to find the other ball. Naito chasing him like the exam rules say. Jin, still tied up, has no clue what to do but surprise. Shiki ducked into a bush and came back. He begs Jin to team up so they can pass, but Jin refuses. No way, he's tarnishing his pride. Shiki calls him childish. He doesn't care about pride if it means reaching his goal. Jin snaps that Shiki's got nothing to do with him, but he's wrong, they both have Momotaro dads. Shiki pleads again, but Jin still says no. Naito chased Shiki for a while but figures he must have looped back, then suddenly, he spots the kid sprinting. Shiki's pissed Jin wouldn't help. Naito jumps in front, taunting, gotta steal my ball if you wanna pass. But plot twist, Jin drops from a tree to ambush Naito. They did team up, except it's not Jin helping Shiki, it's Shiki helping. Jin, Shiki yells, don't mess this up. Naito dodges, thinking these brats stand no chance. Neither has enough blood left to fight. Then the genius plan hits. Jin whips out a rope with rocks tied to it and lassos Naito. Now they just gotta yank him down and grab the ball. The Tugavors intense. Naito won't fall. Shiki screams at Jin to pull harder. Maybe with max effort, they'd win. So Jin chucks a saw at Naito to destabilize him further. Shiki lunges for the ball, gets it, but it flies way off. Jin eyes it and Naito smirks. If you grab it now, you've got 3 minutes to sprint back to school. Then Shiki'll try to steal it from you, and I'll swoop in during the chaos. But no one expected Shiki to yell, Jin, just grab it and run. Jin doesn't hesitate, he bolts. Shiki grins at Nato. We did it. Nato deadpans, only the one who makes it to a Resetsu Academy with the ball passes. The rest get expelled. Shiki's face drops. Oh right, that was the exam. Nato's amazed by how dumb Shiki is. You don't think ahead, just charge at whatever's in front of you. Heartbroken, Shiki whimpers, Jin, wait up. Jin's already halfway to school, but remembers how Shiki helped him. Bailing on the kid now would be weak. He turns. Shiki's confused. Did you forget the way? Jin growls. Don't get it twisted, dime, just repaying my debt. He tosses Shiki the ball. Now go win. Out of nowhere, a red taper appears. Shiki's baffled. Nato explains, asterisk, that's Mukuan instant transmission taper. Runs 300 kilometers per hour, loves meatballs, and delivers intel anywhere. Leaves no traces. Asterisk, he flips on his backpack radio. The Oni organization in Kyoto's under attack by Momotaro, reinforcements needed. The sky cracks open. The other students, done waiting, are soaked and impatient. The hotheads itching to fight. Rakuro's convinced he'll die from rain-induced fever. The group returns with Shiki screaming. Nato updates them. Homaris in the infirmary after her blood overuse. Shiki warns Kyoto's Oni org is in trouble. Nato cancels training. We move out now to back them up. On the yacht to Kyoto, everyone's in normal school uniforms except Nato, doing one-finger push-ups. Shiki finally hit his horns and brags to Ikari, who tells him to shut up. Shiki fires back. I'd wreck you in a game, easy. They argue like kids. Juji asks Nato, is it okay heading straight into Momotaro territory? Nato explains, all other students and teachers are out training. We're the only ones left. But they're just handling small tasks, no front line. Combat. Ikari's livid about being a messenger pigeon. Shiki teases, at least you won't crap yourself. Juji says support works honorable, but Ikari wants battle rep, not to be an extra. Go eat dirt. Four Eyes. Now 2 more kids start. Arguing, Nato tells Shiki he's not about to increase the body count by throwing rookies into battle. Kuina, barely covered in her school uniform, asks why they're dressed like this. Nato says it's to avoid standing out in like the flashy Resetsu Academy gear. Oh sure, a cleavage-bearing Kuina with 2 kilometers melons and a microskirt is less noticeable than Oni uniforms. Makes sense, Oda. Genius logic. Nato orders the group to act like normal students and not get arrested. Kuina hates this until she thinks Nato's worried about her. Suddenly, she's all lovey-dovey, squirming. Juji's shocked by her split personality. Rakuro, socially inept and nauseous in crowds, demands details. What's the Kyoto mission? I might puke and die. Meet up, Nato explains. The Oni organization has branches in every district, village, and city nationwide. 2 main units. Combat frontline fighters against Momo Tarou. Support helps Oni blending into human society. Orphans get shelter, daily life aid, and special medical psychological care, since human docs won't cut it. During battles, support also acts as medics. This squad's on support duty, but Shiki's pissed. It's his chance to fight, get stronger, and maybe find the guy who killed his dad. Nato shuts that down. That guy's not there. Juji asks which Momotaro they're facing. Nato grimaces. Heavy hitters. Intel shows one guy's already stacked a bloody corpse pile of slaughtered Oni. Kyoto Iru Temple, the team heads underground via a restaurant's secret passage to the Oni base. Desperate Oni keep begging Squad 3 for backup. Unaware the entire squad got wiped by just 2 Motarou. Tsubakiri, the unit captain, sneers at worms playing army, pathetic Oni, cosplaying humans. Dude's clearly unhinged, and it gets worse. Beside him, Kyoto Momotaro Squad's vice captain Yomogi Tougen, Anki's newest hottie. She couldn't care less about Oni politics, but hates Tsubakiri's post-mission cleanup. Your messes are a pain to scrub, she snaps. Tsubakiri's annoyed by some cocky worm charging at him. At least bring a female Oni next time, they last longer in my experiments. His last test subject, already dead. This guy's psycho level, unquantifiable. Yomogi loathes his disgusting research, especially the thing behind them. Tsubak defends his pet, a fused abomination of dog, pheasant, and monkey, the 3 animals from Momotaro's legend. Named Ugly, it only eats Onit Tsubakiri's anti-Oni but Yomogi sighs, your job's eliminating Oni to protect humans secretly. Tsubakiri knows, but he joined the Momotaro to study Oni blood. Their frenzy, regeneration, it fascinates him. Science can't be contained. Yomogi says she's only in this to eliminate Oni and stop them from going berserk on civilians. She adds that Tsubakiri only gets to do his research thanks to the organization, so he should actually contribute. The captain fires back that studying Oni blood gives them more combat power, which is already a huge help for them. Plus, their regenerative factor could make them rich, though Tsubakiri couldn't care less about money. Yomogi points out they have similar blood to Oni themselves. Tsubakiri smirks exactly why they can slaughter Oni without worry, and use their blood however they want. Somewhere, a kid hides, praying the Momotaro don't find him. Tsubakari mutters about how useless these worms are, except as test subjects. As they're leaving, the kid thinks he's safe. Until Ugly suddenly appears. Tsubakari psyched a baby Oni. His test subjects were running low. Yomogi says he'd better knock the kid out if he wants to take it, then punches the boy so hard a drop of blood sprays on the captain's uniform, and here's where shit gets dark. Tsubakari starts kicking the child, ranting how, while he loves studying Oni blood, he hates getting dirty blood on his clothes. That's why he wears disposable uniforms. Bro, this is fucked up. The level of cruelty as he tortures a kid. Hope this bastard dies slowly and painfully later. The terrified child can't even speak. Tsubakari asks if his parents are among the corpses nearby, then uses the black bacteria in his body to crush the kid with the dead bodies, fusing them into one grotesque mass. Yomogi explains Momotaro fight using these black bacteria. Some shoot them, some make weapons, but Psycho Tsubakari controls corpses with his. He pouts about losing a test subject, but figures he'll find another. Then orders Ugly to eat the meat pile before they leave. Our protagonists underground, heading to the Kyoto base. Nato mentions there are several secret entrances like this, through shops leading to Irudadura temples underground. They reach the lowest level, Kyoto's Oni organization branch. The local doctor, Nato's friend, greets them. Could have texted first. Then he spots Kuina and immediately starts fixing his hair for the pretty girl. Typical Kuina. Immediately shuts him down. Not my type. Dude's all cheerful and laid back though. Seems cool. Shiki side-eyes this rich boy. So Nato introduces him as Kyo Oiranzaka, head commander of Kyoto's Oni support unit. He and Nato go way back to their Arisetsu Academy days. Nato cuts the small talk. I'm hitting the front line. Shiki and Akari beg to go, but they'd just be dead weight. Use my students, however. Nato tells Kia, kids need to earn their keep. Then he dips. A nurse drags Kia and the crew to the medical ward. The Arisetsu squad walks in, and bam, war's brutal reality hits. Injured Oni, everywhere. One old-timer's armless, legless lungs, shredded. Flesh exposed. Nurse says he's got 3 minutes, tops. Kyoya. All sunshine. You ain't dying today. Pops, relax, we got you. Shiki snaps. Don't give him false hope. Adorable, how you care. Kia smirks. But chill, Grasshopper, watch the masterwork. He grabs blood bags and declares, time for your real-world training. Meanwhile, frontline Tsubakari, Yomogi, and Ugly just wiped an entire Oni squad captain, and Vice included. Then Nato drops in. Blood ability activated. Tsubakiri, single quotes S shocked. Nato doesn't even say hi, just attacks with blood soldiers. Rude much. Tsubakari laughs, using corpses as shields. Nato growls, I hate trash like you. Tsubakari knows Kyoto has a secret Oni hideout. Wipe that out, and the vermin population plummets. Where is it? He demands. Nato plays dumb, but Tsubakari's no idiot. His intuition's razor sharp. Just recommend a tourist spot for me to visit. Nato smirks. How about hell? Heard it's perfect for assholes like you. Back to Kia. He's using all the blood bags. Shiki assumes it's for a direct transfusion. Nurse tells him to shut up and watch. Kyoya asks the patient, arms or legs first. Old man whispers, arms. My son was just born. I want ... to hold him. Kia nods. Forces the guy to chug his blood. Yikes. His special blood supercharges Oni regeneration. Students pin the thrashing patient down while Juji, Kuina, and Rikuro fetch more blood. Rikuro struggling with the box. Poor kid. Miracle happens. Arms regrow. Lungs heal. Exposed flesh seals up. Shiki. Why not fix his legs too? Kia explains. Small doses equals multiple heals. Too much at once. Body builds antibodies. This guy's at his limit. Legs would kill him. Retire from combat, Kia says, but support units got your back. He grins. I'll hook you up with bionic legs so you can run with your kid. Best character alert. Lesson for the students. This could be them someday. Limbless on a table. Battle isn't just front line. Support, unit fights too. Kyoya. Single quotes as lesson. Oni can go all out in battle because they've got backup. Never forget that. He tells the students, push your limits to support your crew. Now the kids respect Kia on another level. They'll do whatever he says. New mission. Kia gives Shiki a special job. Babysit Mei, a little girl who just arrived. Her parents went missing after a Momotaro attack. Shiki's got that delinquent face, but a heart of gold. He tries small talk about the garden. No reaction. Suggests visiting Irudadura temple. Mei's confused. What's that? Shiki. They teach you in school. Mei never went. Then Bam. Support team drags in 30 corpses, including Mei's parents. The girl breaks. Kia hates this part of the job. Meanwhile, frontline Tsubakari's taunting Nato. Hell's a bad vacation spot. Did you get my gift though? Nato's lost. Psycho grin. Oh, just left some corpse bombs around. You only love collecting bodies, right? He snaps his fingers, black bacteria activates. Mei's dad suddenly chokes her. Shiki and Kia realized Subakuri's remote controlling the dead. Kia yells, cover her eyes. He obliterates the corpse's brain, only way to stop the ability. Shiki's rage, you messed with an orphan. More bodies start moving. Tougen Anki episode madness, fights, cruelty. New waifu alert. Kyoya's already MVP chill. Powerful, funny, agree. Smash like before Subakuri hunts you. Subscribe for support. Bell icon equals no misses. Check description for dubious recaps. Thanks for the love. Peace.